Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Piotr from Bokeh Photos, and today we'll be talking about festival photography, how to do it, what are the problems, and how fun it might be.
Bokeh Photos.
Let's start. So pretty much festival photography, as always, it's event festival, it's a report, a documentary. You want to show the people how it actually looks there. Is it fun, is it not fun, what are the quirks, what are the problems, what are the issues, what are the good parts, bad parts, what is fun, what is worth there to see. So, without further ado, let's just simply dive into examples as you can see here, and let's go through this. So, as you can see, if you want to take festival photography, if you want to do this for a living, it's probably a lot harder to do. You need to have a portfolio, but if you are doing this for yourself, just remember, take any camera, as for example this. This is my mobile. It's very old, it's pretty much scratchy all over the lens, but I was able to actually grab a photo of all those people here. There is a party here, obviously, everyone is drinking beer, there's a play going on. That's the bottom line. Just take a photo, don't give a shit about the quality, don't give a fuck, seriously. You don't need perfect quality. The most important part is that those photos should help you remember all those nasty, fun, bad, good memories, everything. Let's go further down the road. Pretty much all the sets, if you are doing a concert photography or festival photography or any events, I believe that they should have a beginning, a mid, and an end. So for example, this is the part when we are traveling towards the tent field, and as you can see, a lot of people in the bus, a lot of people here, and when someone sees such a photography, they will know that, okay, I might be and I can end up here, or I might be those guys here waiting for the next bus. So this is pretty much showing you the real life. Of course, pretty people are always there, it will be later on, but don't be afraid to make and take dull, boring photos. You might think that those are dull and boring, but this is still part of the whole, and every break in a wall is important. So is this. Even though photos just simple candid scene, it's also awesome. Further down the road, items. If you have any items, or for example you weren't able to photograph you doing something, or there was none of your friends or nobody had a camera, just take a photography of an item you have, just for a memory. That's it. So photographing items on the festivals is very nice. There are a lot of different artifacts you can gather, as they say, and this just brings up memories. This is the most crucial part. People pretty much are the best subject to photograph on any festival, concert, etc. Are colorful, are happy, are simply glad they are there. No stress, nothing. If you ask them nicely, they will pose for you without any problems. Eventually they will want to contact you to get a photo if it's nice. Just perfect scenario for any photographer. As you can see here also, people in a train, going happy, moving towards the festival, towards their vacation. Candid scene, just a cue, part of the day-to-day life on a field inside the festival. Obviously all the items, it's like, why me? Why not Eric? Pretty much it does ask a question, but does it answer it? Or should it answer it? Let me ask you this. Do your photographies ask a question or answer a question? I would argue that a photography that does not answer the question but just simply states a question is a lot more powerful, because then people tend to actually think about the photo and spend a little bit more in their minds thinking about this, and maybe they will be able to come to some conclusion. Maybe this will be a conclusion you want them to come to, or maybe this will be something totally different. It all depends on the people. So let's further down the road. Also, still simple photography, just photograph any aspects you can. You don't really need to use shallow depth of field all the time. This is a 50mm lens at f4, as you can see here, anyway, because it is a very bright day. But still, you don't have to have everything perfect with a perfect shallow depth of field, with a perfect blurred background. Just a simple candid photo is also okay. This is also done with the mobile phone. You can see the shitty dynamic range up here, but the items on a festival field, like some tent like that, for a Volkswagen fan, this would be great. And this is actually a classic. Just a simple person, shallow depth of field, blurred background, and there you have it. Nothing else, nothing more. A classic photography, you can do it a lot on any festival. There's a lot of people. This is also night photography. Low light will be always a problem, but on the festivals and anywhere pretty much, if you are photographing at night, sorry, you have to find light. Any source of light will do. This is ISO 800 f1.8 on a 50mm, and it is actually somewhat visible. Everyone is sharp because this is the same depth of field, but just a candid scene. How are you buying at 3 a.m. some tickets home after the festival? So remember, the beginning, the end, and the middle. This is also the beginning of the festival, a queue. People on the festival, as I said, or the things you don't really get to see on a day-to-day basis in a city or in your regular life, I would say, always are worth a photography. Like, for example, I can only imagine how much hard work the girl put in to actually make that hair happen, right? It's not that easy. Let's go further down the road. As Ansel Adams said, you don't take a photo, you make a photo. Those are my friends, and pretty much we are having a banner. We are simply set it up here because that was the main idea. The background is also think through before the photography, and there you have it. If you really want to take such photos, remember that you need to prepare for that. And the fun part is that if you prepare, you actually get to make memories you really want to have with you. This is the same. Don't take a photo, make a photo. Create an opportunity, a situation that you can simply take a photo you like. And there should be fun, of course, because as you can see, everyone are happy. Action on a festival, another drinking beer game, but the action, people are actually, you can see the tense, the emotion, they are anticipating something. This is also the best on a concert. If people are happy, jumping on the scene, this is also the classic photography. The items, or I would say part of the fields as they are, even if this is garbage, this is always the regular part of the landscape on such events. So yeah, you might take a photo just to document how it was, where it was, and how it looked like. Let's go further down the road. Yes, people traveling through. This is pretty much a regular photo, like anyone could do it, but now you can see, like, yeah, you can remember that this was pretty long journey through that forest to the field to the end. And now you can remember that it was a lot longer, it was hard because the backpacks are heavy, and yeah, it wasn't that easy. This is a classic portrait from a festival, of course, and this bokeh effect, as you can see, this is a bubble machine. Pretty much soap, water, or some other chemistry, and there you have it. A simple machine you can buy in a toy store makes this glorious effect that it's pretty much fun. You could do this in Photoshop, but it would take you a lot of time, it will be just simply very difficult, and this is a lot easier right now. I just snapped the photo, basic post-processing because I didn't spend much time on that, and it works. Let's go further. Weather. Weather is also very important because, for example, if I see that photography, I am recalled of the epic sundown that was on the field, because this was an old airplane field, so it was very, very epic. Additionally, it was very, very windy, which this photo also reminds me how cold it was at night. So pretty much, you don't have to make a great photography. The most important part is to remember the memories behind the photography. Like, for example, this is also a candid photo, just a regular documentary, report style, people doing something here, something is happening here. Why I like photos like that? Because, in my opinion, it makes me, at least, look at this a lot longer, because there is a lot of stuff to do, and I would like to just simply gather around my head, wrap my head around everything that is happening. So it is simply that I will know what to expect. If I, for example, never was on that Pol'and'Rock festival, I will be able to know, okay, those are some workshops, those guys are juggling, people are walking in the background, they are doing something, I got no idea how, but actually everyone looks busy, so probably this is something for me. Additional patterns and ideas how to cope with windy weather, people setting up for a photography, items from the field like If people are looking very, very unique on festival and are unique by themselves, the items that you bring also can tell a story. For example, I got no idea what story is behind that, but it makes me wonder. And I would say that this is the most important part. This is also, of course, some playing games. People from a festival always looks great. And this is pretty much a very ugly photo, but it will still remind me that we did roam through the whole place for the whole 3 days, and it was great. And that's the bottom line. I do recall who this is from my friends, and for me, this is enough. I didn't have my camera, someone else took our photos, and that's it. This is everything you need to start making your own photography journey and just simply document your life, your events. And the best part is that if you take those photos, you actually start to remember a lot more details and things you did throughout the entire year, for example. This is another photo as from people on the festivals. If you can see, always make photos as natural as possible, so nobody will know that you are snapping a photo of them. This will work wonders. And of course, another photo from the journey itself. So guys, if you have any questions, hit me up. There are a lot of stuff you can photograph on a festival or any other events, as you can see right here. People, items, just regular candid photography or of life on the field, everything will be golden. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and bye for now.